For it to start recording. Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be with you today. Welcome to Malone, even virtually. And I want to say that I'm a professor here. So I'll start out our time together this morning with what I say to the beginning of every one of my classes that I teach at Malone. And that is, I'm really excited to be with you today. And God's called me and my colleagues as Christian professors. And what that means to us is that we walk with each one of our students to try to figure out who you are as a person and to try to help you to gain the experiences and the knowledge that you'll need to launch into your career immediately after college. And so as we are called to love our students, I pray for each one of my students and I take their phone calls and their text messages and their emails and work with them on a one-on-one basis to try to make sure that their questions are answered and to make sure that their direction in their life is tracking with their goals and who they've been created to be. And so that's an exciting part of my work. That's why I do what I do, and that's why my colleagues, the other professors here at Malone, do what they do, because we all care deeply for who you are as an individual. I want to say at the beginning of this brief talk that I'll give you today that we know who we are at Malone, and we know that it is distinctive from other universities. We have a unique experience for our students. And I'm so happy to hear Linda talk about that at the beginning of her presentation. The three words you'll hear again and again in your experience here are welcoming, mentoring, and serving. And it's through those three core student experiences that you'll all have when you're here that we help you to launch into your career, and not just a career, but a purposeful and meaningful life in all the roles that you play. So I want to talk a little bit about how that looks. So I'll start with welcoming. The welcoming begins with what I described at the beginning of this conversation we're having today, and that is we welcome all of our students. We welcome all people who come to our campus. And that comes from a deep sense of who we are as a Christian campus. We believe that what makes for a good university, and I want you to hear this very clearly because this is very different than many other universities that you might come across. What makes us different is that we welcome everyone into our community, no matter who you are, where you're from, what you think, or as Linda mentioned and emphasized at the beginning, where you are in your faith journey. How do we do this? Professors sit with you and listen to you and hear your story. And through those experiences of listening to you and hearing your story, what our goal is for you to develop your voice in the area of study that you undertake here at Malone. We also provide other opportunities for welcoming that take you where you are and help you to grow and transform. One of those areas is one that I'm very happy to talk about, and it's the Center for Student Success. And the amazing piece of the Center for Student Success are the individuals who work there and their connection to each of our students. What is the Center for Student Success? It's like the place you go to if you need academic support. It's the people you'll talk to about what your first course schedule will look like on our campus. And it's if you need any extra help with testing services or anything related to your academic journey, extra support in those areas, there are a group of people. And I will humble brag here that they have a beautiful set of offices now, don't they, everybody? I mean, they just got like $1.2 million upgrade on their office space. So not only are they wonderful and warm and welcoming people, but it's kind of the place you want to be at this point in campus. I'm kind of jealous that my office isn't up there too. Maybe we can work at that. And another place, the Center for Student Success, in addition to the Center for Student Success, is our residence life on campus. I mean, we welcome students in very meaningful ways there as well. You know how you have your own unique life story, your own unique problems? Like, we all have our problems, we all have our stressors in our life and our challenges. The people in our residence life, in our spiritual formation, in our counselors on campus, want to get to know you and walk with you as you wrestle with those challenges. College is an opportunity for growth, and part of that growth is walking with you as a person. And then, of course, spiritually, we talk about no matter where you are in your faith journey, you're welcome here. And that's very true. You do have to get involved with some sort of spiritual formation on our campus. And the beautiful thing and the different part about our spiritual formation is how welcoming it is. And it's welcoming because we provide so many options, different options for you to pick from that really hit you where you're at, not where we're at, but we walk with you starting with where you are in your journey. The second piece, we're welcoming in many ways, and we believe it's the right thing to do, and that's why we do it, and that's why we welcome people no matter where they are in their journey. And when they come in and they're welcomed, we mentor them in one-on-one relationships, because we want you to grow. We want you to grow personally, spiritually, and academically into your career. So there are a number of ways that we walk with you and mentor you across campus. But one of those things, a couple of those areas are, we provide you with tools to help you understand who you are. And there's a link that Linda mentioned earlier, Pathway U, and I put that in the chat bar. You can take that now. You don't have to be a student to get involved in our mentoring on our campus. You can start that mentoring relationship right now. And that tool at Pathway U will help you to figure out, what are your workplace preferences? Who are you personally? What are your values? And it takes about 20 minutes to do it. But after you're through that, you'll have a really good and healthy understanding of who you are. As you're here at Malone, we'll also connect you to tools that you need to do your job hunt in the end of the day. We'll connect you with conversations that you'll need to better understand who you are. We'll connect you to networks of people regionally or around the globe to help you find the career that'll give you like a wonderful sense of purpose and meaning. And I just want to emphasize this last one. When we help you to find your purposeful and meaningful life and career, we do that through asking you to partake in experiences that are related to that career. One thing that makes us different from other institutions is that across campus, you are required to have experiences that are the things that build your resume to get you that job immediately after college. Linda talked wonderfully about our outcomes that we have that are professional. And the way we get there is through the Pendle Hill Pledge, which Linda described. And in that experience, in that program, you are required to experience your career before you start it, which I gotta tell you, that's what employers are looking for. We don't want you just to have a career that you love. We want you to have a purposeful and meaningful life in all aspects of your life. You're going to play in your life, you're going to play a lot of different roles. Like, for instance, you're a family member now. You are a community member. You are a citizen. And you'll eventually step into your career. In all of those roles you play in your life, we want something from you, if I dare say that. We want something from you. And we want you to be the type of person who, if someone is down, like if someone, you ever see someone drop their books in the hallway in high school? If someone is down, you're going to be the type of person who's willing to pick up those books, to reach out your hand and help them up. We want you to be the type of person to go the extra mile for those who need it. In all the roles that you play, whether you're a sister, a brother, or whether you're working in your community and serving in your community, that's our vision for you. That's who we want you to be. And you'll be asked and prepared to do this throughout all of your experience at Malone. In residence life, like you'll live in the dorms, and we have a great dorm community. You'll be asked to participate in service opportunities, to help others and practice that. In your classroom, you'll be asked to help others. In your athletic teams, I just heard some great stories this past week about the ways that our athletic teams serve our community. And in all of those experiences, the beautiful thing about practicing helping other people is that what that does is not only help other people, it shapes your personal character so that you become the type of person that changes and leads in your community. I'll end with this point. One of my joys in my job is to connect regional employers with our students for internships, practicums, and jobs. And in that role, I have an opportunity to sell, well, I should say to like humble brag about our students as they leave us. And the fun thing there is I get to describe the unique character of our graduates. And when I do that, I say, they're excellently trained in their academic areas. But more than that, they're the type of people that any organization wants to have working with them and leading with them, because they're the type of people who will serve their coworkers, serve your customers, and serve our communities and world. And this doesn't just happen. This isn't just like a cynical benefit that we're able to. This isn't just a type of service that's that helps us in the service. It's the type of service that's deeply rooted in who we are as a community. And we want to mark you with that deep love for others and deep care for others as you move forward into your purposeful life and career. So I would love, if you ever want to get in touch with me, I'm available to you, and I'll put my email address in the text bar. If you ever want to ask me any questions, I'm happy to take any questions from you. And I'm really happy to be here with you today. And we're called to love our students. I'll reinforce that point. And we hope that soon we will get to know you better and help you on your path towards a purposeful and meaningful life and career. Thanks so much for being with us today.